Okay. That being said, we can start playing games. Hop on over to Wuthering Waves. While the game loads up, I'll be back. All right, straight up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so never spending money on another fucking gotcha game ever again. Never again. Never again. You check Twitch like 45 minutes after I go live. You swear it's got it out for you. Well, that's fine because you probably didn't like my first 45 minutes of stream. Straight up. We went Twitter drama farming. What happened? Chris Tyson happened. Chris Tyson happened. Um, oh, he died, right? Some people probably wish that was the case, which is also fucked up for the record, but no, 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 he was outed with receipts, you know, proof, actual fucking proof, for pedophilia. Which is dope, working with Mr. Beast around a whole bunch of kids. That's so awesome. So awesome. Yeah, Mr. Beast, Chris Tyson. Yeah. Yeah, gross. Gross human being. And the other one too, the other part about it too is it's like nobody gives a fuck. Like there's a couple dudes like Kai Cenat and XQC that are talking about it, Sneeko, Nick Merckx, right? Like a few people, and then but then like everyone else is silent. And especially too like Valkyrie Pokimane, who I fucking unfollowed, right? They're all like, "Oh, I'm disappointed in you." When Dr. Disrespect got outed without publicized proof. You know, no public proof at all. Just hearsay essentially, and a bunch of partners not being partnering with him anymore. We're trying to cancel him, and we're like actually like doom posting the shit out of Dr. Disrespect, but are like, oh, I'm disappointed in you for Chris Tyson. The hypocrisy is insane with the situation. It's fucking ridiculous. So we'll see how that video goes, because that's gonna be my first like Twitter drama video. Yeah, no, you were exactly right. Nobody gives a shit as soon as it's not a straight white male. And it's because Chris Tyson is Ava Tyson or whatever the fuck, and it's like oh, you can't say if it was 2 years ago. You gotta say if it was probably 5 years ago. I mean, realistically, come 2020 and COVID, our current, you know, the people in control of our government at the moment were in control, even though like Biden hadn't been elected yet. They were basically in control the second COVID hit. So like 2018, 2019. Yeah, but yeah, it would have been Pitchfork then. Oh, before he transitioned. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, before he was like, oh, I'm trans. Absolutely. Dude would have been canceled off the fucking everything. Because that's just how it is. What's gross too, it just, oh my God, the whole situation disgusts me because it's like, and people will call me transphobic. And it's like, yeah, maybe a little, but for good fucking reason. I mean, not person per person, but for the generalized, like, community, you could say, of people who are like that. I mean, there was a parade in San Francisco that you had to bring a kid 13 or under, or 12 and under, to the parade to join the parade, where it was a bunch of adults dancing around butt naked, dick and tits hanging out in front of a bunch of children. And the cops there were there to keep bystanders being from like, what the fuck, get away from the kids, right? And said that it's not public nudity and it's not illegal unless they masturbate in front of the kids. It's like, are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding? That's what I was saying. It's like back in the day, like back in the day, you'd be groveling on your hands and knees, praying to not get put in the fucking guillotine and executed. Like, it's terrible. I don't think a lot has happened in Canada, but it seeps into there. Canada, the UK, any Western nation, right? Like first world Western nation, gone to shit. It's gross. I feel bad for kids. I'm glad I'm an adult now, but even like when I was 13, the day I turned 13, it was like, oh, I can't be without a shirt in public, or else I'll get like in trouble, possibly a ticket or sent to juvie for public indecency. Now you can just wave your dick around in front of a little fucking child, which is so much worse than public indecency, and not get in trouble for it at all. At all. At all. It's gross. I'm in the middle of cooking something, so I'm gonna go down and finish that. I'll be back in like 8 minutes. Okay, here we go. I'm back. I'll do that in a minute. I gotta do my dailies. I got to do my dailies. Nyom. Oh, they put her animations in. That's good. Apparently, she didn't have stopping animations. Blast. Boom. Easy. Oh, that was my daily mission. Sweet, I didn't even notice. Forgery challenge, beat a boss, spend wave plates. Okay. Boss and wave plates are easy. 20, 40, 50? Okay. We're just gonna go do that. We're gonna go fight a boss. Who do I need to fight? Who needs ascended? Is the question, I suppose. Yinlin would benefit a lot from getting an ascension. That is true. So would Gion. Gion, especially with his weapon, he would also very much like that. Mortefi wouldn't hate it. Sanhua wouldn't hate it. Chishia wouldn't hate it. Jianshin wouldn't hate it. Verena and Baja wouldn't hate it. I think we're gonna go Yinlin. Yinlin's just like so goddamn valuable for me right now, so we're gonna go fight that guy. In the Court of Savante Ruins. Blast his ass. Boom. Boom. So strong. Jesus Christ. Nice. I got 4. Maybe I only need to farm him 3 times. That'd be kind of cool. Because it's 12 to ascend Yinlin, right? Okay. Yeah. Maybe I only have to do this 2 more times. I'm going to bring in a healer into this team because I think she needs it. And I'm going to do Baija because my Baija is better. Because she's S6 than my Verena is. Both as a healer and as like a damage buffer, I think. She also is just pretty. She's also just kind of pretty. I can do Changli, Yinlin. I'll just do Verena. Fuck it. Fuck it. So pretty. So cool. Totally worth not $550 fucking dollars. Oh my god, what have I done? 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 550. Jesus Christ, I'm stupid. Use one supply. Is that just like the heals? Is that just this? Oh, okay. There's my dailies. On a dog shit crown list. Cool. What's this? From the 25th to the 8th? Okay, cool. We get some polls. It's a shitty event. Right, I can't hurt this fucker until he spawns in. Blast him. Nuke him. Blast him. Pop him. So good. So quick. Such quick boss clears. Only 3. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to do all 4 of my farms for today. Oh well. One whole day's worth ain't too bad. Not terrible. Okay, you're back. Cool. Your link got taken down since you sent it to me, funnily enough. They got in trouble. Yeah, because each time I open it says, this page doesn't exist. Yeah, it's just not working. Oh dear Christ. No. Okay. Luckily, I don't know any of these YouTubers. Oh, well, I suppose one of them, a editor for PewDiePie. Oh, the wife of iDubbbz. Oh, fuck. Okay. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. Add an A. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Um, 2 female characters, 2.0 version of the 1.4 update. Uncle Birdie Widow. Right. Wuthering Waves Media. Black Shores member standing around in Hongzhen. Jinshi's a 6-star, Chain Lee's a 5-star. Yeah, okay. What's happening? So just more people that had ties and or defended Shadman, the child pornography artist. Bunch of screenshots of them commenting under defending this guy. A couple that stand out. PewDiePie editor. Co-creator of Smiling Friends. Wife of iDubbbz. Belle Delphine. too mad before he got addicted to drugs. Yeah, no, I know he made some crazy shit. I also remember, unfortunately, finding it when I was younger. At least when I was younger, it was like some of them were closer in age, but like it's still gross in retrospect. Like I can't be like, "Oh, I was the same age, so it's fine." It's like no, cuz then you're just making pornography for the kids. It's fucking gross. It's so gross. So apparently some of these people have been defending him or commenting under his shit. So I don't fucking know. I'm going to bed and I'll figure that out. And if I need to make another video on that shit in the morning, I'll see what happens. But yeah, no, there's some gross shit going on. And everyone's kind of defending each other over it, which is just grotesque. And Forte and Ult gone. She's so strong. Holy shit. She's so strong, I still regret spending the money on her. Straight up, I'll never do that again. And second, straight up, I may very well be stepping away from gacha games a little bit for that reason. Something like I pulled for Changli yesterday, right? Hold on, my allergies. Like I either have allergies like a motherfucker, or I have gotten like a cold or sinus infection. Give me a minute. Oh man, I've been getting my ass beat all day. Like when I tell you this morning, I sneezed and had to blow my nose so many times. I guarantee you, I blew my nose over 100 times. Like I went through a box of Kleenex and a whole roll of toilet paper and like half a roll of goddamn napkins, depending on where I was in the house at the time. It was brutal. Oh, I'd like the biggest sneezes I think I've ever had. How much did I spend on Yinlin? $200 to get her to S4. So I got 5 copies and her weapon for $200. I got 2 copies of Changli and her weapon for 550. So I'm $700 into this, 750 into this game right now. And for Yinlin it was fine. For Changli, I feel gross. I mean, I've had 24 hours to think about it, and the more I think about it, I'm just like, you know what? It's cheaper to just play Valorant and get the that year's Worlds skin bundle once a year. And I'm like, you know what? I'd rather go play a fighting game and pay $10 for the character in the DLC I want, be able to play them as much as I fucking want to without having to spend time to farm for resources to make them deal more damage. I could just get better and clear everything anyways and kick everyone's ass. So I'm like seriously thinking like I need to step into variety a little bit more now because this was discussing and I don't want to sit here and keep trying to be a gacha creator and get every character. Um if it's that gross. We will see what happens. I straight up said like I'm not like I'm fucking out of it if Changli doesn't get me ad revenue. Like if I don't get to that point off my Changli videos, it's Jover. I'm just not gonna do gotchas anymore. They're gonna be a casual game cause oh fuck. Games are more fun when I'm not trying to get content off of them. Gotcha specifically. Yeah. Cause I mean there's a limit. There is a limit. Then you have to get another and another and another gotcha, or you have to start whaling, or you start taking other people's accounts to do like account reviews, which is like other shit. And I'm just sitting here like, you know what? I could just go play Tekken, and Stranova's gonna be so cool when that comes out. Fuck, Stranova's gonna be cool. I could go back to Omega Strikers. I loved that game. Like, deeply loved that game. That game was one of my favorites of all time in beta, and I wasn't a big fan of it on release, but I could go back to that game, start hitting MOBAs, maybe League of Legends, although that one might make everyone see a different side of me because I get pissed. I don't know, just some other shit. Fucking Minecraft, Pal World, Helldivers, something. I don't know. But the pulling for Changli grossed me out. I mean, oh my god. I'm sitting here like, I don't want to spend $100 on new headlights for my car, but I really need them. And then I dropped 550 on a fucking anime chick. And I don't like gambling. Like in general, if I go to a casino, I'm pissed. This is a casino, but I get a new character, but it's like, you know what? I'm not sure I'm cut out for this shit. I feel like I'm too frugal and against gambling. I don't like gambling. BP plus Luna is all you need to have fun. Straight up, I might not renew that. Like I'm at the point where I'm like my account's pretty goddamn strong. My Changli's like over the recommended level 90 stats at level 80. That Pride one sets. And I'm sitting here like, I could farm like 2, 3 more characters. Jinshi, Yinlin, Jion maybe. And it's like after that, I've cleared the entire game. And then it's the same goddamn issue that Genshin Impact had, but with more fun combat and, in my opinion, better characters. And then I'm just like, I quit Genshin for that same fucking reason. No proper end game. Everything was easy as fuck to clear. So now I'm sitting here like, oh, god damn. So I'm just like, well, shit. What do I do? Because I don't want to do it anymore. It's like I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, once you get Rover and Shangli out of level 90, you'll beat the game. Yeah, and then it's like, so me making videos, it's like then I'm just making guides and maybe some news. So maybe that's what I just do is I start playing games and making news. I mean, I always for the longest time I didn't really want to be a creator like Tectone, for example. It was more so I wanted to be a creator like Ludwig and Alpharad or like Moist Critical and Asmongold. So I might get into more like news shit. We'll see what happens. But for Gotcha, it really is like you just beat the game. And I mean, look at Tectone. He's basically like Asmongold and Moist Critical. He just does drama and farms it. I mean, we can literally go look at his channel again because I've literally done this like 3 times now. 1 in 5 videos are even related to a video game, and it's not always the gotcha game he's playing, right? He really is just like a drama and news channel with gotcha on the side, which I could do, but it hurts. I'll do some gotcha, but I'm just like, because once I'm done with this challenge right here, I'm done for the day because I do not need to go farm overworld echoes if I can just not waste the time and eventually spend energy on tacit fields, which I'll have to farm anyways for the resources to level and get substats though. And then I'll just have them anyways. They'll just be over time. And you look how he got there though. I mean, yeah, he made a lot of gotcha content, but that was back at the height of Genshin Impact when there was nothing else around and it was COVID and everyone was eating it up. It's a different landscape now. Yeah, it was a different landscape now. Everybody and their mother was on YouTube all day and on Genshin. So he had the 2 best possible fucking things happen for his career to explode. Right? And I can't make gotcha content and see that same growth in that same way. On top of that, I'm just getting outpaced by people who are able to do this full time already. So if I ever tried to make a guide or tried to make, this or that video, I'm just literally getting outpaced by people who have editors or can do this full time. And their schedules are based around it. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I like gotcha games, but I also know I have a problem with them. Little addictive tendency to gotcha games, and I don't like that because I don't like gambling. So it's fucked. It's fucked. There's other anime games I could play. I could go play an anime fighting game or an anime ARPG or Final Fantasy 14, like an MMO, which I don't want to do either because it's a monthly subscription service, and I learned from World of Warcraft that I'm not a fan of that either because I also get addicted to those games, and they're not good content games. But I don't know. I've got to think about it. We'll do this in this one. Yeah, I just got to think about it. Because as of right now, it's like my current approach to it has been good, but my growth has been slower than I like, and I'm slowly but surely running out of videos to make other than drama. With what I did earlier this stream, it was like I can't sit idly by and not talk about some of the shit going on anymore. Um, like just there's so much drama and news on Twitter and everything all the time. It's like I can't just sit by and not talk about some of the bigger things. So I might start integrating that in as well as some other things and just, start kind of doing a little mishmash of some shit. And boom and boom. My ears, holy shit. Come back here, Crownless. Pop, and then ult, and he's gone. Boom. Easy. God, Changley's cool. Very fun combat too. Nice score. Hell yeah. Crownless is fun to fight. Um, the tactical holograms are kind of what I'm focusing on. I would think, like learning them and trying to beat them. Although they're kind of a pain in the ass and a little glitchy here and there, but I will beat them eventually. But it's like again, it's like with gotchas, it's like eventually of like okay, I might not get the strongest account the quickest, but that was never going to be the case because I don't have S6R5 everybody, right? So now that I'm like I'm done, it's like okay, I have two options. A, I farm tactical holograms and try to clear it, right? Or B, I explore, do story, and farm mobs in the overworld. Which farming mobs in the overworld I don't need to do. because that's just a giant time sink for not even guaranteed drop rate or anything. It's like, iffy if I even get the piece I need after hours when I could spend a lot less time still farming shit I need doing tacit fields. Um, the holograms, I'm in no rush to beat, and I don't have the damage output, particularly on some of them. Like the more evasive ones, I don't have the damage output with my whole team to be able to clear it fast enough. Maybe once Yinlin's built better, I could do Yinlin Changli, but for right now, I can't do it particularly fast enough. For level 6 at least. Level 5s, I could. And the third option would be to do exploration, and it's like, I don't need to, nor do I care to. I didn't do it in Genshin Impact either for the same thing. It's like boring. I can off camera that shit on a weekend morning and just kind of do it over time. So I'm sitting here like, you know what? I kind of don't have a reason to be logged into the game anymore. And then that's like, okay, so what can I do to make videos? Technical hologram clears, I suppose, but everybody does those, and I'm not quite the editor to make them look all pretty fancy. So it's just going to get lost in the sauce with everyone else who released them on day one. And I could do tier lists or like talk about things, which I could do for other things than this game too. And it takes like 10 minutes to talk about a topic, like earlier this stream when I talked about the thing with the Twitter and fucking Chris. So it's like, if it takes me 10, 15 minutes to talk about a topic, that's not a good way to use my stream time, right? So I'm gonna start dipping my toe into variety, I think. Because I'll still do Woowa. I'll probably still stream this once a day for like, 30 minutes or so. But I'm getting to the point where it's like there's gonna be some just chatting here and there for like going over Twitter, doing some drama, or just hanging out and talking. And there's gonna be some other games. There's actually, I had seen Moist Critical was on the like Marvel Overwatch game earlier, and I was curious to see. I'm gonna see if I can actually install that because it looks kind of okay. And Overwatch sucks dick. So I'm curious to see how both, like, I think it's Marvel Rivals as well as Concord do compared to Overwatch. Because if they're not able to be better than Overwatch, and Overwatch is a game fundamentally popular based on their porn, um, I'm curious to see what they kind of do from there. Let me see though if this is even a thing. Like, so Marvel Rivals. Okay, so he must have had early access. Closed beta July 23rd. Um, I did not request access early enough. Under join Marvel Rivals playtest to sign up, which is not here. So either the playtest is over for today or I just like missed it. Damn. Let's see. Let's see. I can hit Zenless Zone Zero for a minute, but I'm kind of pissed at Zenless Zone Zero. Earlier today, another thing that happened was their mods in the official Reddit, which is like, relatively, the mods for the official subreddits for games like this are kind of, controlled by the game people a little bit. They went full nuclear. They're banning all posts about any character, any leaks, which is fine. Leaks don't need to be in an official subreddit, but they're like, oh, if your video, yeah. If your video so much as you did like a run, but at the end of the run when it slow-mos on Nicole's ass, it'll get taken down. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna make that provocative of characters? Ellen, Nicole. You're gonna make that provocative of characters and then censor that. You gotta be fucking Genshin Impact did the same shit. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Zhu Yuan, a big part of her entire thing is she opens her fucking legs and you can pretty much see everything going on in there. Which, in my opinion, is like, okay, overboard a little bit. But it's like, and then you're gonna censor all of that. Are you fucking kidding? Are you stupid? You're gonna kill your subreddit. Because now the non-official subreddit's where everyone's gonna go to post all their shit. Now their subreddit's dead. That and I'm just getting bored of Zenless Zone Zero. I have Ellen. Like, I've got a fun team. And it's fun for a minute. And then it's like I'm doing the same rotation over and over and over and over and over and over again. And there's no goddamn challenge. And I'm even in like the harder parts of the game. There's still no challenge. The only challenge is investment because everything's a fucking HP squishy sponge. So it's the same issue as Genshin. I can clear all the content. It's just a question of how much do I want to invest my time to getting the stats to clear all this fucking health sponges. And it's like I'm borderline not even playing the game because it's instant space. It's like right between Star Rail and Genshin. Because Genshin, at least I'd play the game 100% of the time. Star Rail, I'd watch the game play itself like 95% of the time. And Zenless Zone Zero, I'm playing the game more often than Star Rail, but there's still a lot of downtime. There's still a lot of menus, and there's still a lot of repetitiveness in the combat. Like, at least in Wuthering Waves, combat's a little different. I gotta dodge. You know? Like, a little bit. So I'm sitting here like, you know what? I'm at the point with gotchas. And this is like I quit a year ago. I quit gotchas a year ago for a very similar reason. It's like I'm getting a little burnt out. The new shit's gone. The hype's gone. And it's like nothing, it's everything's the same. And it's nice and they're good casual games, but the fact that I can consider Wuthering Waves, that has amazing, complex, difficult combat, a casual game, is annoying. Yeah, like I have to dodge in ZZZ. Some of those enemies will stun lock my ass if there's enough of them and they're all hitting me staggered. But it's like when you dodge, you get a damage boost because then you get to switch in and do all this shit. It's like, it's not hard. It's just an investment check, which is all of Hoyoverse's games. And then Wuthering Waves is also like, it's hard-ish. Nothing like Elden Ring, right? And then it's also becoming an investment check because the only content I haven't cleared so far is content that my account's not strong enough to clear in time. It's not about, oh, can you beat this boss because it's this hard? No, there's a time limit. So now it's an investment check. And I fucking hate investment checks because I get, like, here's my issue. Personally, here's my issue. I'm good at two things in this world. These are my two skills. A, I'm really fucking good at everything I touch. I get really damn good at everything. So if I'm getting limited by time and investment in a character to be able to utilize my skill in the game to clear content because my character isn't strong enough, I begin to hit a wall of the novelty of the new game is gone, and now it's a fun little casual game to do my dailies and shit, maybe play some story, but in between story, I don't care to play the game. And Wuthering Waves actually has pretty good story Act 4 onwards, and Act 7 was fucking awesome. So I do like Wuthering Waves' story, unlike Genshin Impact, which had, other than Leeway, a pretty subpar story in my opinion. So I do like the story in Wuthering Waves, but my skills are getting gated by time and luck and investment quality and money. So I am getting locked out of playing the game, pretty much. Second thing is I'm very, very good at speaking. I'm good at understanding things, understanding how other people talk, I'm very good at speaking about multiple sides, multiple opinions cordially, and deciphering the facts from that. I've been told all growing up that I should be a politician by quite literally every teacher, every family member, every adult I ever came across was like, you should be a politician when you grow up. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to deal with the drama. At this point, I'm just like, you know what? I should probably just deal with the goddamn drama. Because I'm really good at it. I'm really goddamn good at it. I could debate some people, like I'm really good at it. So I'm starting to integrate that into my YouTube channel. But as far as games go and like stream, unless like I've got two options and I want to find a hybrid between that. Games and perusing Twitter for drama all day. I don't want to do like what Hassan does, where he'll peruse Twitter for drama all day, right? And talk with Chad about drama all day. I don't have the resources either like he does to be able to do that until it's successful, because he had millions of dollars before he even goddamn started. For me, it's like, there's got to be something else there. Second thing, because I like streaming so much, it's like I'm not just going to sit here and do that for streaming. Like, I'll sit here and chat, but not the whole goddamn time. Because I don't want to just like be boring as shit. I don't want to bore myself just by talking the whole goddamn time. So it's like, well, I got to play games. And for games, because I'm competitive and very good at things, I'm just going to start playing some more competitive games. Stranova comes out in October. What is it? The end of July. So we have August, September, October. 3 months away about. Stranova is going to be probably my favorite shooter game. I'm very excited for that game. That game was super cool in the betas. Funnily enough, also gacha-esque, which is so weird. But the game's good. The game's good. It's like Valorant, but anime, but like third person a little bit. Minecraft. I want to do Minecraft. I think it's in a really shit spot right now because guess what? Every other Minecraft YouTuber is a goddamn pedophile too, apparently. Who knew? So there's like no big names in Minecraft right now. PewDiePie's back in it. It's that bad. If PewDiePie's making Minecraft content, it's dead. Because he only does it in between big Minecraft metas. Never during. Pal World, another great game I want to do. I'm just kind of looking at my desktop here. Omega Strikers, right? I'd love to revisit that game. League of Legends a little bit too. Valorant. I love Valorant. I'm not like a social Valorant player though. I'm competitive as shit. So that one would be a little harder for me because I feel like stream would be boring as shit if I did Valorant because I mean, admittedly, I am a very I don't talk to people in game chat because once there's that connection, I'll get angry if you suck, right? Fighting games I've been getting into, Tekken 8, a little bit of Guilty Gear Strive. Guilty Gear Strive has been kind of fun. Happy Chaos is pretty dope. Start doing some. I mean, if I just got grossed out by the thought, I could play Fortnite. I don't want to play Fortnite. I really don't want to go back to that game. Because I know I'd be really goddamn good, but I don't want to invest the time. Ugh. That's a kid's game. I don't want to play that game. Card games. I'm very good at TCGs. I mean, I'm literally the number one in the world in two formats in a card game that's like relatively local to the Northwest here in America. I've won like every single tournament they've held that I've attended, and I can't attend them all because a lot of them is a 4-hour drive away. It's called used to be called World of Kylia. They rebranded to because it's part of the World of Kylia. They needed to have a specific game for their name for their TCG, so it's called Hadrida Ascendant. I personally don't like the change. I still call it the World of Kylia TCG, but I'm their guy, right? Through them too, I've met like the mayor of Everett and some other kind of cool people because I'm their guy, right? I'm very, very good. I crafted their meta entirely. You know, I I'm their guy. I balance their shit now before release, just for shits and giggles, because it's like without me, they'd release some broken ass stuff. And in the betas, we'll do beta tournaments, and every deck I've ever used in a beta tournament, they've nerfed every single card in because I showcase just how stupid their shit is sometimes, and then they're like, "Oh no, That's too strong. Let's nerf that. And then I find the next best thing. I'm very good at card games. Very, very fucking good at card games. Very good at card games. Because I have the mind for that. I'm smart. I'm good. I retain info. The card game I'm worst at is probably Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the amount of bullshit in that game. And the amount of words in that game. And just if but I like Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's bullshit. It is bullshit. And any official port of Yu-Gi-Oh has always sucked. Duel Links, I used to be the best in the world, one of the best in the world at Duel Links. Literally was winning tournaments all the time in Duel Links, and then they hit me with the ban hammer on the deck I was using. Funny how that happens like repeatedly, huh? And then because my deck got banned, I didn't have the gems in Duel Links to build another one, so I quit. And then I got back into it like 2 years later, built another deck on a new account, so I had the gems to do it. And then that deck got fucking banned because it's like son of a bitch. Um, and then I quit again. And then Master Duel is just kind of a giant shit stain. That's so poorly managed, and it runs like shit too. Every time you click a button, the game does a loading symbol and has to load. Like every time you click a button, it's so annoying. So I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega, like an unofficial port, which is fun. It is kind of nice. Don't got to pay for shit. You have the whole card catalog. It's great. Any format you want to play too. But very good at Magic the Gathering. I'm very good at the Pokemon trading card game. That is probably the one I'm the best at, is the Pokemon trading card game. Simple, easy. I kick everyone's ass. And I would have gone to many regionals at this point if I had the money and the time, but I just don't. And then I kind of fell out of it a little bit because the world tournament happened, and then I was like, ah, shit. And then I've been out of the circuit for because I've been, working. But so I can do card games. I love Baldur's Gate, but there's a limit to it's like RPGs. There's a limit. Cyberpunk 2077 I haven't touched yet. That could be a game. But a lot of the games I'm getting to now are like one and done little things. Like I stream it for a week, beat the game, and it's like, okay, on to the next thing. But as far as consistent things I could go fall back on, it's probably like at this point, Stranova, when that comes out, it's gonna be hype. Hit a little Omega Strikers, League of Legends, some shit like that. Tekken, Minecraft, Pal World, games that are a little more repetitive. Because a lot of these story games aren't going to be quite as good for like more repetitive videos, and then drama and some other shit. So I think I'm going to start mixing in some drama to help get some videos out here and there, and just keep kind of growing it all that way, because it's like I can't keep doing the gacha like consistently because I'm not a guide maker. And because I'm not a guide maker, and I just really don't care to go through the numbers, and I really don't care to like spend the time to build my characters like that, or the money to get every character to do showcases and guides, it's like I should just stick to what I'm good at, and that is the competitive games. I mean, I was diamond in Overwatch on a console. I was top 5,000 in Fortnite in the entire world on an Xbox One S, 60 FPS, on a Roku TV plugged in as my monitor, on a handful of TV trays that I turned into a desk. Like, even on shit equipment, I was one of the best in the world in Fortnite. You know, so I gotta lean a little bit more into that. And for like stream, and then in between videos for those things, do like drama and shit. I really am at the point where it's like today really woke me up. I'm like, Valkyrie and Pokimane are being hypocrites about this, and no one else is talking about it. How the fuck are we letting a pedophile get away with this shit? So at this point, it's like, yeah, at this point, I'm just going to start talking about it. And you know what? Straight up, if I get canceled, that is not a problem. If I get canceled for my opinions that pedophiles shouldn't be allowed to roam freely, you know, oh well. I'll either go to Kick and instead of posting videos on YouTube, post them on Twitter or something. I don't know, fucking Rumble or something maybe. I don't know. Does Rumble do videos like that? And then otherwise it's like I'll do whatchamacallit. um anything fucking else. Like, this isn't my be all end all. It's something I would like to do, like, deeply. But if I get canceled for my opinions, then I shouldn't be on here anyways. You know, Nick Merckx is getting bullied and kind of beat up and canceled and banned on Twitch and shit for his opinions on the matter too. And it's like, I'd rather be in that guy's crew than in the crew of people who are like, oh, it's okay. It was just some sexual messages to a 14-year-old. It's not that bad. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? No. So I'm going to start doing drama shit now. I can't get away from it. I can't just like sit here and not talk about it, you know. Nick Merckx is also generally transphobic beforehand. Yeah, he was in deep water before this. But at the same time, nothing that he said was particularly untrue. A grand example being when he was like, um, being trans was something that they had come up with, right? That is inherently true because it didn't fucking exist until people made it exist and made it a thing. So it wasn't wrong. Was it distasteful? Sure. Andrew Tate exists. He said distasteful shit, became the most popular person on the planet for a year. So, you know, I mean, people say distasteful shit. But for the record, also, as someone who grew up and that didn't exist until the probably past, I want to say, the past 8 years is when it's really skyrocketed in like prevalency. Before it was like a very on the outskirts topic, and now it's like the thing. It has kind of propagated itself into everywhere. And personally for me, I don't give a fuck, to each their own, right? I do not care. Everyone can do whatever the fuck they want. Just leave me and the people I care about the fuck out of it if we don't want to be part of it. The problem with it for me is I don't go prancing around talking about my sexuality, my sexual preference, and dancing naked in front of children. And those people do. And then expect everyone else to be okay with it because they want to feel like accepted for their beliefs. And it's like, back in the day, if you weren't accepted for your belief, no one gave a fuck because your belief was a private thing that stayed in your own home. And now that we've got the internet and everyone's home is global, um, it's a problem, I guess. So I don't know. That's my take on it, on all that shit. It's like, I have a friend who's trans. I do. They're a very close friend to me. So I'm not like that. I'm not phobic like that. But they are very good at keeping their shit to themselves. If they constantly shoved it down my throat, complained about it, whined about their struggles with it, all this shit, then I would not be friends with them because that's annoying as shit. You know, it's not, leave me out of the drama. I very much don't like being in the drama. Now I'm gonna be in a fucking bunch of drama, which like a little bit excites me. Just a little bit, it excites me. I'm curious to see where it goes. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Saying divisive shit leads to typically infamy. With one group or another. Infamy with one group or another leads to discovery by another group that agrees with you. That discovery leads to popularity. Popularity leads to more people talking about you. That leads to fame. And fame leads to being, the things you say are now more out there. You say another divisive thing, and people will hate you, but people will also like you, and you will grow on the internet. Like, you will become more and more famous. So I don't like drama, but maybe me doing drama, maybe I say things people don't entirely agree with, or take out of context, because straight that would be my issue, is they'll take what I say out of context, because in context everything I say is very, very neutral. um Out of context though, I get myself in trouble, right? Just because the way I thwart my sentences and my conversations, out of context I will get myself in trouble. But never know, maybe out of context I get myself in trouble, and it's like, and then and then we start popping off, right? Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So I'll start doing some drama. I'll see what happens. That video is either gonna flop or it's gonna explode and people are gonna be pissed at me. So we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna start doing drama because I can't just sit by idly and not like some things talk about. Other things I don't give a fuck about other things, but some things, you know, gotta do it. I'll just let you know right now, I'm not in a position to be looking for custom designs for stream or anything. So I appreciate the offer and for you reaching out, but the answer is going to be no. And respectfully, whether I see your work or not, it won't matter. The answer will stay as no. And because I get approached by people who are offering artwork very often, and the same thing happens, I will just preface this as, if you keep pestering about it, you will get banned. This simply being because I like actually pestered by so many artists, and I'll say no, and they'll keep drilling me and drilling me. Then they'll get on my Discord and at me and like ping me and DM me, and it's like, no. Answer's no. Not right now. Sorry. Can't do it. God damn it. I'm dying. I think I'm dying. Ugh. Streamer dies after making controversial video. Yeah. Um, I'm gonna say a very similar thing that Andrew Tate and Donald Trump have said. If I died, I'm not suicidal. I did not drown myself. I can swim very well. Like, whatever they tell you is a lie. If I come up dead after a controversial video and they try to spin it as I died in a freak accident or it like I committed suicide, they are fucking wrong. And you better look at that and be aware. Because it is a lie. It is a lie. I can swim pretty well. At the very fucking least, I can backflow like a god. I will never drown as long as I can backfloat. And I can handle some pretty damn cold water too. So chances are I'm not going to get too cold and sink. I mean, I submerged in a glacier ice melt lake the other day after a big ass hike. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Such a pretty place. Such nice water. I fully submerged in that shit. And then I poked my head up. I found a little seat and some rocks down in the water, and I just sat in there with my head above the water and just tanked the cold for like 10-15 minutes. Like, I like the sauna, and I don't like cold water, but I train to tank cold water. Like, my ideal home setup, I don't have to do yard work because yard work's a pain in the fucking ass. But like, okay, I have to do some yard work, but it's like not a shit ton. Not, I don't need a massive yard, just like a solid space. Um, but like a sauna and an ice bath right by each other, because I would love to go take an ice bath like every morning, and then hit the sauna like immediately after. It'd be so cool. It'd be so nice. Or like after workouts, wake up, work out, hit the sauna afterwards, ice bath. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my god. I'm like so warm from the sauna and then gone ice, like negative 10-degree ice. Oh, I'd die. I go to the gym consistently? I go decently often. I go decently often. I don't have a gym membership. I tend to work out at home. I've got like a punching bag and a weight vest and like some 20-pound dumbbells. Like it could be better and I could go more consistently. I've been thinking about getting a gym membership. I just don't live anywhere super close to one. So it's like super close to a good one, I should say. I would like to. I mean, right now, okay. Yeah, my nearest gym is like a Planet Fitness. Where they don't even let you like use free weights. So I'm at the point where it's like, yes, I would like to go more consistently to a gym. I don't live close enough to a decent one. And before with work, I did 7, 8 hours of labor, plus then like another 4 hours of drive time, at like minimum every day. So I didn't have a lot of time to go to the gym, and I was also working like physical labor. So I was very tired after a long day of work. So that's why I didn't go before, because it would have been on my way. Like I could have on the way home, but but I do try. I waver between 230, 250 pounds depending on like how I ate that week. 'Cause realistically, a lot of it's water weight. I'm pretty much post post workout, fresh in the morning, haven't eaten anything that day. And like ever so slightly dehydrated, I'm like a 230, 235, which is not bad. I mean, that's right about where Tectone is, for example. I like comparing myself to other people a little bit for that kind of stuff. I am right around Tectone's weight. I carry it a little better than him because I'm taller than he is. I'm a little taller and a little broader than he is. Unless I'm crazy and he's taller than me, I'm 6'2", and like I'm lanky as shit. So like in clothes, I carry it very well, and out of clothes, I carry it okay, except for right around the torso and chest is like where all my weight is, and it's a little bit on top of my chest and a little bit on the sides. So like um whatchamacallit, like the muffin thing or whatever. I got a little bit of, or love handles. I got a little bit of that going on. Oh shit. Maybe he is tall. I'm taller with my hair. My hair on a bed, like bed head, fresh bed head, my hair is like up to fucking here in frizz. I'm taller than he is with my hair. But yeah, hairless, I'm 6'2". But yeah. Yeah, we're about at the same point. I just, he goes to the gym a little more consistent with me. He was literally at the gym the other day. I've been 180 pounds at 6'2". The difference though is I lost a lot of that in muscle as well. I used to bench like 185, and then I could barely bench like fucking 135. Like I lost a lot of strength and a lot of muscle doing that because in weight training class we ran 5 days a week, and that was 90% of my grade. Yay. So I dumped a shit ton of weight on the 2 pepperoni stick a day diet. And in 2 months, I lost like 70 pounds. Was healthy? Fuck no. I felt like absolute dog shit. And I think it probably was the cause of a couple of my health issues, like that happened directly afterwards. But yeah, I got real weak. Like right now, I can't bench for shit either because I just haven't trained it. I'm starting to try to get back into push ups because there was a time when I could do 100 push ups straight, This during COVID. And then I sleep apnea decided to show up when I turned 16 and hammered the shit out of me for 2 years, and I stopped doing the push-ups because I was too fucking zombie mode, exhausted, tired. So hey, but you're 160 pounds now. 166 improvement. Respect. I respect it. I could drop a shit ton of weight if it was a bigger priority to me right now, and it's about to be, because here's the thing, my grandpa is about to do open heart surgery due to his health. He has to get an aortic valve replacement, which is uh that's tough. He'll be fine, we hope. It's like a 1 in 100 chance that he's not fine, but afterwards he like needs to get healthy. And so far I'm the best chance in our family. No, he does not smoke. His wife, on the other hand, smokes consistently. But no, it's because your aortic valve has three things, and they go and due to when he was born, he only had two in that specific valve, so it goes like. So it needs replaced because there's enough blockage that with only two of the things, he can't open it very well, so his heart doesn't pump super great. I mean, it's like 98% blockage right now. It's fucking nuts. So he's gonna go under and get that done here in a few weeks, actually, I think. So my plan is by the time he's done recovering, I have abs. So that when he recovers and is able to start exercising a little bit and trying to be fit, he listens to me because I'll have the receipts for that. I'll have abs, right? I just need the freedom to really be able to work on like my physique for an hour to a day. I would like an hour at least of time. And I'm looking for work right now as well as doing this, because it's like I can't just work a normal ass job. I'd lose my mind. I have to work a normal ass job and then come home and then work on like side shit. And I don't even have enough time to sleep. I mean, if I start another job, I'd be lucky to get 4 hours of sleep a night. As fucked as it is. My testosterone, I got it tested while I was working my previous job and got 2 hours of sleep a night. I'd go to bed at 3 a.m. and wake up at 5 a.m. to go to work. My testosterone was like under 200, abysmally fucking low, under half the point when they would recommend getting supplementation for it due to that shit of sleep. I got laid off, got 8 hours of sleep for 4 nights straight. Got my testosterone tested again, 400, over doubled it. And that's after 4 days. It's probably even higher now. And I feel drastically fucking better and healthier now too. Less exhausted, less foggy, less tired, more energy. I just, I'm gonna have to go back to work unless YouTube is bringing in enough income, which I doubt it's going to. Unfortunately. So we'll see what happens, but there's a chance that YouTube slows down considerably here in the future, even in streaming, because I need to have the health and the money and like stability matter more a little bit. Like I'll still do this for sure. I'll still stream like probably 3-4 days a week, but and have 2-3 videos a week, but I'm not going to be able to do daily uploads once I start working again. There's just no fucking chance. I have to sleep. I'll stream one day, edit a video the next, sleep the third day. Right? At least give me 2 days a week that I can sleep. Yeah, preaching about good sleep and you feel bad for disregarding it. From my knowledge, you are younger. You could always be reverse catfishing me. I never fucking know. You could be like, yeah, I'm 16, but like in reality, you're 30, right? You never know. You never know. But from the sounds of things, you're young enough. You probably don't have a full-time job or anything. The number one thing I can recommend to you as a 19-year-old who blew off my teenage years sick and unhealthy, and then became an adult and was still sick and unhealthy, but now had to work. Two things. A, focus on your health, first and foremost. Second, learn a skill that you can monetize so that you don't have to work at fucking McDonald's when you graduate. When you turn 18, you want to be a photographer or an artist or whatever the fuck, work on that. Your day should be consumed with my stream pulled up on your second monitor or on your phone to your side with an earbud plugged in, while on your main screen and whatever else you're doing, you're learning about the skill you want. And then before or after that, working out with my stream still pulled up on the side. Because they are the two most important things: health and having a skill set that you can monetize. My skill set, for example, is I have three probably: knowledge, health, especially human anatomy and biomechanics. I have a lot of because I was pretty fucked up growing up. Fixing a lot of those things fixed a lot of the quality of life I was missing. Right. So that's a skill. I have lots of knowledge, especially on human biomechanical engineering, as well as just like anything else I'm like addicted to learning. So I'm good with that. I'm good at vocalizing, and I'm really fucking good at getting good at things and improvement. I'd be a damn good coach at anything I ever decided to get good at myself too. I could coach hella. Choosing is the hard part. So that's the thing for me. For the longest time, why I stagnated when I was younger, choosing is the hard part. Here's the deal. You don't have to choose just one thing. Eventually, I plan to release a music album, right? It will happen. They might not be good, but it will fucking happen. Eventually, I would love to be on a live stage and fight somebody, like boxing, kickboxing, MMA, UFC, something, right? Right now, probably boxing is what I'm looking at more so. One of these days, I'll get up and I'll be able to fight. I will own a business. I do at some point probably a clothing brand. The clothes I'm wearing right now, in fact, was from a failed attempt at a clothing brand that I still think would work pretty good, straight up. I just need a better logo than just text. But they're nice clothes. I like them. But like I'm gonna do everything. The difference is choosing what you're gonna do first, and what you're gonna do first probably needs to be the easiest option. Um, and or the option you are most interested in, and at the time, and you could always stop doing a thing and transition into something else in the future, as long as that thing that you stop doing gets exceeded in like income or stability or whatever by the next thing. So my choice is YouTube currently, and we'll see what happens. But if YouTube is not working out the way I need it to, um, I will switch gears and go into something different. A gap year. I graduated 2 years early. I do not plan on going to college. My biggest pet peeve with college is you go to college and pay them money to learn from failures. I want to learn business and marketing, so I'm going to go learn from a professor who is so bad at business and marketing, he does not own a business that has enough income to not have to be a fucking professor full time. If they even own a business, they might just have knowledge of it. And straight up, I know two people in a business and marketing class. They say that the teacher just makes them read like Rich Dad Poor Dad and other books from actually wealthy people, and all they do is like maintain the curriculum, and they don't actually have any business knowledge whatsoever. I've known two people now who've gone there for music, and you learn a bit of music theory, but realistically, you're learning how to be a musician from a failed musician. Because if they were a successful musician, they would not be teaching at a fucking college for shit pay. They would be famous and making music. If you were going for, I don't know, like a mathematician, You are learning STEM work is a little different because a lot of the time STEM people will work at colleges and shit to teach students as part of like a side gig when they're actively also like in their own time working on like the next NASA rocket or some bullshit. But um no one goes to college to learn STEM. Not typically. And if you do, you're in an Ivy League school, which is a whole different talk. But, you know, a lot of people will go to learn art from a failed artist, cosmetology from a failed cosmeticist. I don't know, fucking nursing from failed nurses. Straight up. You're going to go learn medical from people who have failed at doing so. You go to school with 300 people on an island in Canada. Nice. That must be kind of cool, actually. My school is full of 3,000 people, and I guarantee you 90% of them did not like me. Not because I did anything wrong. I was just a weird kid. I was very standoffish, and I was tall as fuck. And like, I asked people towards the end of the year before COVID hit, and they were like, "We don't like you because you're intimidating and tall and like broad and bulky." And I'm like, "Way to judge a book by its cover, you fucks." Y'all are all like, "Don't judge a book by its cover," and oh, be nice to me. And I'm like, but you wouldn't talk to me because I'm tall, you hypocritical pieces of shit. But now everyone's like, oh, they want the tall guy. So it's like, we win. Us tall people, we win. We win because height is power in this world. Unless you're a tradesman and you need to get in a crawl space or an attic, in which case, pray to God you're like 5'2". Because that shit sucks. I know firsthand, trying to squeeze my 6'2" body into an attic and a crawl space is not fun. I'm not built for that kind of work, unfortunately. I was also tall when I was a kid. I was 6'2" when I was 12 years old. I have not grown since. I've just like matured into my body. But I was 6'2" when I was 12 years old. I hit puberty, and like I was always tall for a child. I hit like puberty, and I sprung up quick as shit. I was ugly as fuck for a long time, but I sprung up fast, so I was tall. I always say I was ugly as fuck because I didn't take super great care of my appearance when I was younger, because everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't care what other people think about you. Yeah, you should. You should care out of your pride in yourself, and like wanting to look better and nicer and be in a better situation. You should be more prideful in your appearance a little bit. There's some ego, there's some arrogance, but you should care about how you look. Everyone is like, oh, you shouldn't care how you look. That's because they want you to be ugly as fuck, so you don't get the higher value prettier people, and you don't pull chicks or dudes that are prettier than you. That's why they tell you that your looks don't care or don't matter. Couple smellies, yep. There always will be. Always will be. It's life's life. But yeah, that's seriously though, like 16, 17 years old. That's the one thing I could say is like, if I could go back in time, I would do that, exactly that. I would learn a skill that I could market, and I would have abs or work towards them for 2 years. Because they matter the most. Really focus on my health and appear, like my physical body and the skill set that body can perform to make money. And the other thing too, you're like, oh, I can't choose. Then don't choose anything you like. Choose something that makes sense and that you can do and are somewhat, maybe you could see yourself being proficient in or have a knack for, and just do it anyways. You think the number one concrete like business CEO liked concrete? No, he saw that he could sell the shit out of concrete, and he sold the shit out of concrete and makes $1 billion a year. off of concrete, right? I don't know. Maybe, or find something that's related to something you like. Maybe you like nature, but you're not like into photography. Get into photography because that forces you to get out into nature. Agricultural science in college, that's kind of badass. Learning the fucking farms and farming and shit. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Hey, you do farming? Start a YouTube channel about farming. Farm, get good at farming. Start a YouTube channel as you build your first farm and do farming and science. Yeah, and then start a YouTube channel and share your knowledge with the world. And then eventually you get big enough and people like your farming content that you give them a farming course. And it's like $50 for the course, but it's the step-by-step guide to start a farm. And that's when you make $100,000 in a month because everyone buys that course. And they're like, oh my God, I'm going to start farms. And then the world gets better because instead of people getting their money from a grocery store because Microsoft made fake carrots and that's what we eat now, it's like, nah, everyone's got farms. So that's actually badass as shit. I respect that highly. Oh, so Microsoft, Bill Gates and like Microsoft had said that they have two goals currently to make synthetic foods. So not real carrots and shit like that, but like specifically carrots was mentioned somewhere, to make synthetic foods that don't need to be farmed or grown, but can rather be manufactured for people, as well as they wanted to eventually find a way to encase the planet in a dome and create an artificial sun, aka we're just gonna not let you have access to the sun anymore. It's gonna be our sun, and you have to pay us a monthly subscription, or else you don't get the sun anymore, or some bullshit. It's like, are you kidding me? How can you say that out loud? But then they justify it. Then they justify it. It's like, oh, but what if the sun explodes or goes away or whatever? It's like we're still gonna be able to survive with this technology. And I'm like, if the sun explodes, unless we get enveloped in a force field that can absorb the power of the sun exploding, the biggest bomb ever that we will ever experience, that would never come up. But then people were like, oh my God, yes, Microsoft, please save us. Make the world into the Maze Runner. And I'm like, are you fucking, we're that dumb? People need to take like a fucking IQ test before they were allowed on Twitter. Seriously, IQ test some fuckers before they're allowed on Twitter. That would be so cool. But yeah, yeah, I mean pretty much just that. Oh, another small thing you missed earlier today when before you showed up in stream. John Cena follows me on Twitter now. That's pretty cool. That's pretty fire. So that was kind of cool. I opened my video about Chris Tyson being a pedophile with that one. So that's pretty cool. I woke up this morning, I saw that, I'm like, oh shit, look at that. Do I know why? I don't know. He follows fucking everybody. But I was everybody, so let's go. My assumption, I have Twitter Premium now. I found a few reasons that it's very nice for the $8 a month. A, I get long tweets. B, the check mark makes me seem more legit. C, the amount of impressions my tweets get now because they get boosted as a premium member instead of just being some random ass. Holy fuck, I get a lot of Twitter action now. And I'm not even on the maxed tier, which is like $15 a month, which is supposed to be like even more. D, John Cena followed me. I mean, before John Cena followed me, I was already followed by two really dope accounts. Um, what's that one pepperoni company? The pepperoni stick company? Um, something links or something. Pepperoni stick company images. Jack Links, I believe. Yeah, Jack Links. Yeah, Jack Links and Cinnabon has followed me for the past 2 years, which is cool as fuck. Cause I was itty bitty 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 back then. Itty bitty bitty bitty. And Cinnabon's kind of a cool one too. That one's pretty cool. And Jack Links and Cinnabon, here's a little bit of gossip. They're dating. Other 19-year-olds running them. Yeah. I mean, Jack Links and Cinnabon actively like are a couple on Twitter. So either the people running them are a couple and or for the memes, they're just a couple as companies. Um yeah, it's pretty funny. But they'd been following me for a while, so that's kind of cool. I got a couple other cool people following me. I'm not entirely certain though. I do though, like with a lot of these problems, I've been going pretty nuclear. Any creator that is like not condemning Chris Tyson, I'm un I'm unfollowing because how can you be like, oh, I'm disappointed, and not like have the nuclear reaction that that exact same person would have had to Dr. Disrespect or any other pedophile, right? So anybody who's going to be hypocritical about that response, I'm unfollowing. Valkyrie, Pokimane. And I unfollowed a lot of people, especially a lot of YouTubers, when Trump had gotten shot. And they were like, man, they should have hit. Man, get him again, right? They're like advocating for his death. Yeah, it was Slim Jim. I think it was Slim Jim. You're right. You're right. It was Slim Jim. That sounds a lot better. But when Trump got shot, there was a lot of people being like, "Ah, should have killed him." And I'm like, "Ah, you advocate for assassinating people? Get the fuck off my timeline." So I've been going pretty nuclear. I gotta like really clean house on a lot of my Twitter and YouTube following slash subscriptions for sure. There's a lot that I just don't care to have anymore. I get a lot of notifications from people too that I do not give a shit about. So one of these days I'll go just purge my accounts. I'll dedicate like an entire day to it, but shit, it's 11:30 already. I'm in the middle of editing a video for tomorrow morning. That tier list, right? As well as now from this stream. Cuz I also might post this as well tomorrow. Or no, I'll do this one tomorrow probably cuz it's more recent and then the tier list the day after. But I'm going to get ready to go to bed. Thank you. He's a cute cat. Total pain in the ass. Oreo, not my choice. Younger brother. I call him Fluffy Asshole, Asshole, Dick, um, Bitch, the Cat, Cat, sometimes Michael Jackson, because he's every so often Michael Jackson, because he's both black and white, right? My buddy came up with that one. He's big brain, right? Um, yeah, basically any derogatory cuss word you could ever think of, just because he's a pain in the ass and scratches. Like I am the sole caretaker of that cat, pretty much. It was the family cat gotten specifically for my younger brother, and my younger brother does not take care of the cat or give a fuck about the cat. But God forbid we try to give the cat to a family that would take better care of it and have like younger kids or something that are like actually hang out with the cat and play with the cat more. He has a hissy fit about it. So it's my cat and I take care of the cat. Just bought a thing of litter today. It's like $30. Fucking bullshit. But yeah, decent cat. That's cool when it's like a cat that's just chilling around you guys and you're like, okay, fine, I guess you're part of the family now because the cat's just kind of chilling. We got our cat and he was always an inside cat. He'll sneak outside every so often, like an annoying little asshole. And then we'll get him because he's a pussy. And he will go outside like 5 steps and then crouch down and slowly move forwards because he's not used to it. And he's very scared. And the winds, like literally the breeze scares him. It trips him out. Yeah, indoor where he's an indoor cat because statistically they live longer and we were like, "Oh, we're going to, and no fleas and shit." So, he's okay. He's annoying though. Total attention whore. He's like actually a dog. Like he's under my feet right now meowing hella. It's like, dude, shut up. I don't need to hear you right now. You're annoying. Shush. Yeah. Your cat drools. That's kind of funny. That's kind of cute. Probably messy, but it's kind of cute. My cat rolls over and lets you pet his stomach, which is very rare. Like very attention hoary. He will snuggle the shit out of you, which is weird. That's like all he does is he sleeps or he sleeps on you or nuzzles up on you, and that's pretty much his daily cycle. He'll nut up every so often, at which point he'll scratch the couch or something, and that gets him in trouble. But other than that, it's like whatever. Pretty decent cat. As far as cats go, she's a pretty good cat. I also only have like 10 tuners at the moment. It's fucking brutal. Another thing where it's like, son of a bitch, I'm getting time gated to get gear, which keeps me from skill checking everything because I don't have the investment. Like, I don't know. I gotta think about it and start doing some more variety, a couple other different things, because it's either pick up multiple more gotcha games, at which point it's too much time investment to do all my dailies, or pick up some other shit. My only good characters is Yinlin because Yinlin's just fucking broken inherently. Um, my Havoc Rover, which I also got a lot of the build like handed to me off of God roll substats. Like my best echo in the game is probably my 3 cost Havoc percent echo on my Havoc Rover, and then my best built by a lot, by like a considerable amount, like 1.5 times better than my Havoc Rover is my Changli because I farmed for Changli for 3.5 weeks straight. So it's like literally I farmed for 3.5 weeks for one character to be good, and she's still not good enough to clear some of the content in time. Regardless of skill issue, like in the TOA, I actually with her, she does not deal enough damage output to kill the majority of the enemies. Like even my Jinshi probably couldn't in the same investment. Yeah. I've seen free to play players be 3-starring the middle towers with like Danjin and Shishia and shit. And I'm just like, how the fuck are you doing this? With a level 70, a level 80 Shishia with like same about investment as I've got. How are you doing this? So I don't know. I think the 5 stars are a red herring, and I think that it's the 4 stars are better. Straight up. Oh my gosh, you're such scritches. Such scritches. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good kitty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, go somewhere else. I just scratched the shit out of you. Leave. Leave. Another cool thing that happened today, I was out hitting the punching bag in our backyard, and like a stray dog, or just a dog that is allowed to peruse the neighborhood, I suppose, because apparently they're neighbors and they're like chill like that. The golden retriever came over and like hung out for a bit, just entered our backyard and was like snuggling and shit, which was kind of cool. Yeah, it was a cool dog. Very nice dog. I was like, who the fuck are you? Whose are you? Where do you live, bro? Like, I'd never seen that dog before, but it was kind of cool. Now I gotta make sure though that I make our back gate like a little bit tighter of a lock or whatever, so that it doesn't sneak in while I'm punching that punching bag, because I don't want to be doing that around the dog. Because A, I don't want to aggravate the dog, and B, I don't want to be bothered while I'm punching the punching bag. So I gotta work on that a little bit. I gotta figure out what I can do for that one. Ugh, fuck. My last couple videos have been really shit. Just looking at my channel dashboard, it's like I had a 10 out of 10, a 10 out of 10, so it was even worse. And then I'm like, now I'm at a 6 out of 10. It's like, man, what happened to like 1,000 in the first hour? I had some videos pop off. I did pretty good. Oh, claws right in my sunburn. Oh man, ouch! Stop. Let go. Let go. Let go of me. Oh god damn it, cat! Please stop. Get out of my shoulder. Oh, you see why I don't like this fucker? Get off of me. Get off of me. Uh, ow. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna finish editing today's video for tomorrow and 2 days ago's video or yesterday's video for the day after. I would do a longer stream from like the morning tomorrow onwards, but I'm actually really fucking busy tomorrow till the evening, so it's gonna be another late one. But yeah, see you guys there.